Hey guys, it's Ep55 and welcome back to episode 55 of our Leeds United career mode. Now today we've obviously got some big games yet again. Another one in the Europa League which could possibly move us as high as first place, obviously dependent on other results. If we take a look at the calendar, you can see we've got a game against Everton coming up, and we've also got Swansea, Feyenoord and Norwich as well. So other than the Everton game, we've actually got quite a good month of games here that we can actually win. So we'll have to wait and see how they get on. And then the next month, obviously, I think again we've got another good run of games. West Ham twice next month in December. There are quite a few games there, but I do think again they are all winnable matches. Let's get on with this episode though. Before I get into it, if we go hit 25 likes on this video, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well if you haven't already. And let's move on to having a look at this email. And it's from Capella, and he wants to play more often, basically. It's difficult. I did want to have a big squad of centre-backs, and he's just one that hasn't really played as often as I'd have liked. He is good to have as like a backup, but again, I think he'll only be a short-term player at the club. I can't see him being here too much longer. We do have some player drills to look at. Hopefully Meunier can go up in this week's set of player drills. Will he go up? Let's have a look. No, he's gone up in some of his attributes, but his overall stays the same. Same with Galloway and Rossetti as well, but not too bad in terms of growth there this week. And Peru want me as their manager. We are just going to reject that one. Not interested in being the Peru manager just yet. I do need to find an international team, to be honest, because it is a good way of scouting players and finding new players. Just like I did with Bailey, who I actually still have when I was with Ivory Coast. So I do need to try and become an international manager to use their players as potential targets to try and sign for Leeds. And some more player conversations. We've got Aravidis saying that he wants to leave, and same with Tommy Smith as well. So we'll have to look at that in the January transfer window. I am looking at players already to try and sign, mostly on a pre-contract agreement because we don't have loads of money to spend. 6.5 million isn't too bad though, 50 grand a week. I think most of them will be pre-contract agreements. Let's move on to this game against Copenhagen, and this is an away match. I'll quickly change around the team, and I'll be back in a second once I've done that. Okay, this is the team I've gone with to play against Copenhagen. We have got Butland in goal, Yedlin on the right-hand side of the fence, Capella and Congolo in centre back, and then we've got Galloway at left back with Dele Alli and Bridcut in front of them. Aradavisa starts just in front of those players, who's obviously just behind Berahino, and Alex Mott on the left-hand side of centre attacking mid, and Gray on the right-hand side. So I've changed it a little bit, but we do have a game in 3 days' time against Everton, so I'm risking some of these starting 11 players for this game because I need to win both matches against Copenhagen and Everton, so I've had to put out a strong team. That's the bench. Lewis Cook starts on there along with Bailey, and yeah, let's go on with this game. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. Berahino looking for the run of Yedlin. Can he finish it off? He has done 1-0, 16 minutes in. Brilliant finish. That's our first chance that we've had, actually. An unexpected run from Yedlin there. And it all has been in the centre of the pitch. There's been nothing really either end. It's been mostly in favour of them, to be honest. This is our first chance, like I say. But we have managed to eventually string a few passes together, and it's worked out. It's come out of nowhere, though, that chance. I wasn't expecting it. But we are winning the game 1-0, 17 minutes in. And that is it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. Very good first half for us. We can just slow the second half down. We don't really need to do too much. We are going to take off Aravidis, who has been okay, to be honest, but I just want to add a bit more pace in there. I want to test our Marty, who isn't the fastest player. He's obviously very strong, but I think Wilson could really test him due to his lack of pace. And other than that, I think we're going to keep it the same. Gray with the cross in. Oh, and it's nearly gone in the back of the net, that one. Very close. There hasn't been too much in the second half. I did say I was going to slow it down a little bit, which might mean I'll just have to pass it round for a little bit, make sure they're not creating any chances. But in terms of opportunities and clips to show you guys, I don't think there'll be too many in the second half. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, if they do decide to step things up a bit. Final changes now. We are going to bring on Garcia, who hasn't had much of a game really for us, and he won't be probably playing against Everton, so we do need to try and take off some of these players that are more likely to play against Everton. So we're going to move Wilson onto the right-hand side. Garcia will come on at centre attacking mid, and I think we should take off Berahino as well, but I don't know who to bring on. I think I'm going to bring on Gomez, not to play up front, don't panic. We are actually going to put Wilson up front and then do that, I think. Gomez playing as a left mid. I mean, he can't really play there. In fact, no, it made more sense Galloway to do that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully that's going to be okay. It's just to kind of rest some of the more important players in the team. It's not necessarily because I'm trying to get a second and third goal, but if it does happen, then that'd be great, obviously. Here we go, through to Bridcut. This might be the last chance of the game. If we can get a cross in, he doesn't seem to have much energy left, Bridcut, and we have lost the ball. And that should really be it for this match now. The referee should blow his whistle. He has done. We've won the game 1-0, and we'll take the 3 points. Fantastic result. And Bridcut has sent me a message saying he's not feeling up to the game against Everton. Wow, he's feeling a bit, he needs a bit of a rest, so yeah, we'll have to change on the team in a second. It doesn't look too bad for Energy. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, what they're like, but this is game day now, so it's obviously not looking too good in terms of the amount of energy that people have. But we are currently 8th in the league. If we win this match, we could go as high as maybe about 5th, possibly. Obviously, it depends on other results as usual, and I don't think 8th is too bad for now. We'll have to obviously wait and see how we get on, and hopefully we can beat Everton, but I'll change around the team first. And this is the team that will come up against Everton. It's actually not a bad side, to be honest. We do obviously have Butland in goal, Yedlin at right back, Bailey and Gomez playing centre back, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Obviously, Gomez is a right-footed player. Bailey is also a right-footed player, so that should be okay, I think. Spence starts at left-back. He sent me a message before saying that he wasn't happy with his game time. Yaya Toure at centre-mid alongside Lewis Cook. Calvin Phillips gets a rare start at centre-attacking mid. Ledesma starts on the left-hand side and Munyer on the right-hand side, with Berahino up front. I'm having to risk him a little bit. Obviously, when you have 89 finishing, you have to really be started, don't you? So I'm going to have to start him despite his energy, which isn't obviously full. That's the bench I've got. Odgie starts on the bench, same with Garcia. He nearly actually started this game, but I thought I'd give Calvin Phillips a bit of a run out. And yes, that is it, I think, for the team. Let's move on to the game against Everton now. Here we go. We have started against Everton. I don't really know what the team's going to look like. It seems like it's Eric Dyer at the back by the looks of it. But yeah, it will be an interesting game, this one, certainly. Hopefully, though, we can get ourselves a good result. Obviously, Eric Dyer was a player that we were looking at, and it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Bit of an interesting one to begin with. Somehow that's gone their way. Berahino looking for Ledesma. And again, we've won ourselves a corner. That's a good bit of play from us again on the edge of their box. Can we try and get this one in though with Munyer? It's a good ball into the back post. And has that been headed back? It has gone out for a corner. I thought, to be honest, that we headed that one. We won't get Yaya to take it though. I don't think we really should have such a tall player taking corners. It will be Calvin Phillips onto more of the keeper this time, and it does get saved quite comfortably. And that is it for the first half. Not too much has happened, really. Everton have had probably the better chances, but again, it has been fairly even, I'd say, with Everton just nudging. Obviously, possession-wise, they've dominated the ball. But I think we actually haven't played that badly. The idea was to try and get a goal and then take Berahino off at half-time. That obviously hasn't happened, so we're going to keep him on for now. And I think we'll actually just keep the rest of the team exactly the same. A little bit disappointed with how Yaya's played. I think what we might do is push him up to centre attacking mid. I want to try and score from like the edge of the box with him. That seems like the only way we are going to score really at the moment. But again, we'll have to wait and see how this second half goes. Lewis Cook's going to have a shot, and it's a decent one. Had to be parried away by the goalkeeper, and we've got ourselves a corner early on. And I think it will be Yaya Toure to take it, but we are going to change it yet again. To Calvin Phillips, I think, and we'll play it short, in the hope that we can put in a better cross from a better angle. And, oof, it's nearly got us something. Yaya's in there. Oof, well, not the greatest of shots in the end on his left foot, but I think it certainly did cause a bit of a mess in the box, which is always good to see when you're attacking. Oh, the through here with Darren Gibson, and it's a brilliant block there from Bailey. Lewis Cook just gave the ball away too easily. His first touch wasn't good enough, and they've got themselves a corner. They are, I think, okay from corners if they can get it onto a decent target. Yaya heads away. Bailey's going to try and do the same. Berahino looking for Calvin Phillips running forward. He has been very good this game. I've been really impressed with him. Cut back onto his right-hand side. It's a big chance for us. We've got to do better. We are going to make some changes now. Again, I just think we have to try and bring on someone that's going to change the game. Wilson might be the option. I do definitely think that Dyer is struggling really at centre-back a bit for them, so maybe bringing on Wilson would be a good idea. I think it would have to be for Ledesma, and in the hope that that could do something on the left-hand side. Other than that, though, we don't have too many options, so we are going to keep it exactly the same, I think, for maybe even the last 20 minutes. Oh, we've won it back off John Stones. Berahino! Oh no, he's played it wide. How have we missed that? Oh, he's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. It's a huge chance. Another one as well that we probably should have scored from. Oh, that's disappointing, but we're going to have to get on with it and continue to try and attack them. And again, Berahino's looked a little bit less sharp than usual. That's probably due to the lack of energy that he's got. But he has had an okay game, obviously just not finishing that chance, which was a big one. Calvin Phillips, I think, has certainly been the best player of this game so far, though. And that is it, we have finished the game. It is 0-0. Oh, it could have easily been 2-0, that one. And yeah, we have drawn the game. Not enough possession, obviously, but I didn't expect that against Everton. We have had a lot of chances. We actually haven't had as many as them somehow, but it definitely felt like we did. They barely had any chances really in that second half. But that is also it for this episode as well. Thank you very much for watching. It looks like Man City have actually lost, so that might help us out if they were above us. We are actually still in 8th place, and not too far behind, to be honest, where we need to be, which is around the top 5, I'd say. So only 2 points off that, so it's actually looking okay for us. And yeah, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If we could go hit 25 likes on this video, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well, and that'd be brilliant. That is it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.